Hey everyone, welcome to Steele Wars. I am Steele Saunders and I do love Star Wars. And welcome back to another hyper chat where we will we'll discuss recents going on in Star Wars, and I'll subject our guests to my rants about certain goings on. As one of them, they both nodding knowingly. How apt. Welcome from the Star Wars Geek Girl. How you doing, Zoe Hinton?
Hi, I'm doing great.
Nice. And with his Melbourne hat slightly see-through in some manner, due to the magic of green screen from the Blue Harvest podcast, it's Hawes Burger.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Pretty good. Hawes helped me out with some Nintendo Switch issues over the weekend, Zoe.
Did you get it figured out?
Yeah, I figured out I had to pay some more money. That's what I figured out.
But you got it taken care of.
But I figured it out.
Hey, nice. You know what game is on the Nintendo Switch, Steele?
Shadows of the Empire?
Maybe.
I don't think
I was going to say Fortnite, which is currently all Simpsons themed.
What is your family getting some sort of, like, are you guys influencers for this? I've gotten messages from your dad and you about.
Well, because it's Simpsons this season, this month. It's everything. So like the map, you walk around all of Springfield and it's all Simpsons, and you can play as the Simpsons, and there's Simpsons weapons. You can talk to the Simpsons.
I did watch with Harry. They had some sort of presentation. Like, they had two people playing it and they were running, it was very, official. And Bart was in some sort of robotic device. He was like IG-12.
Yeah, well, because they had to add him as like a skin. Like all the characters have to fit into like a certain shape to match, so you can swap them out when you play as them. And so to make Bart the right height, they put him in like a mech.
Yeah, doesn't it just like go, I'm just playing another skin? Don't you want another height?
Yeah, but
see that it's for competitive reasons. If you have skins that are shorter than the other ones, they have an unfair advantage. That's why they have to do that.
All right, I feel like Hawes's blood pressure just went off.
No, not at all. No. I mean, I do be playing Fortnite, and I will be checking out the Simpsons stuff.
It's pretty cool.
You've got some sort of money in this, I'm sure. You're promoting it so hard, Zoe.
Oh, no. Fortnite takes my money. It does not give me money.
Johnny G says, Happy Melbourne Cup Day. It's a public holiday in Melbourne today. For a horse race. Is that odd? Do they have a public holiday for any horse races? What about the Kentucky Derby? Like in Kentucky, do you get the day off?
I doubt it.
Do you get any fried chicken?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Does it taste better in Kentucky, the fried chicken?
Doubt it.
Ever been there, Hawes?
Oh, yeah. It's not that far away from me.
All right, go check it out after this.
Right now. Okay, sure.
Chicken report. Report.
You got it.
All right. Well, since we were last podcasting, we had the bizarre Adam Driver revelations about the hunt for Ben Solo, but we'll save that for a bit later because Zoe has tirelessly spent the last 7 hours of her life scouring the internet for the latest Star Wars news. Zoe, are you commenting on your own?
No, I believe that's my dad.
Okay.
Who does have school, has to be up in 5 hours for school tomorrow, but
oh wow,
that's his decision.
Now you're in trouble for staying up too late. How the tables have turned. All right, Zoe, let us know what is happening in Star. Should we talk about the Visions first? Like,
I thought you hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but you can tell me how much I'm missing out on without telling me what I'm missing out on, because I have scheduled Thursday night to consume this IP content from the Disney Corporation on their streaming service, DTC. Direct to consumer, Hawes.
Oh, I was wondering. I was a little confused.
I was just trying to use every corporate jargon I could. You're fired, Hawes. There you go. There's some more corporate jargon for you.
Well, buddy, that might be a little too real.
Oh, not with the service I hear you're giving, Hawes.
Well, you got a little firsthand experience with that with the Switch talk this weekend.
Very true. Very true. What did you guys think? Without spoiling it for me.
I mean, I loved Visions. I'm a huge animation person in general, and so I think it's really fun with Visions to like have those different animation styles visually, and then also just story-wise, because they're not, constrained to like making things match up, that they can just really do whatever they want and go a bit off the walls with it, and how things work in a way that like general Star Wars doesn't. So I loved it a lot, and I think if you enjoyed the first volume of Visions, you'll like this one a ton too.
Horsey Horse?
I thought it was pretty great. I was a big fan of the first volume. I really liked the second volume. I think the third volume might be my favorite in a weird way. And it was surprising to me because going in, there were certain shorts that I expected to be my favorite. That are follow-ups from shorts from the first one. And those were really good, but my favorites turned out to be ones that were brand new.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's some really, I would say in the previous two volumes, there might have been a short or two in each volume where I was like, it was cool, but not my thing, not my favorite. I don't really have a complaint about any of them in the third volume, and the last one in the third volume is the weirdest thing I've ever seen Star Wars do. It's bananas.
Yeah, the last one's quite spectacular.
Let's start about this last one again, Hawes. I'm upset with Hawes, Zoe, because I adore his podcast, his little Blue Harvest Star Wars chatter, little podcast that he nanocasts across the web. We don't broadcast it, Hawes.
Oh,
you pulled this very quizzical.
It's like, what's a nanocast? This man's using nothing but jargon on me. He's going to start talking about verticals and synergy here in a second.
Don't get me started on synergies, Horse. Yeah, I don't know if I just made up that term or not, but I was just thinking the opposite of broad.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways, but the first thing they talk about on the podcast this week is Visions. And so I'll go through my little podcast queue and go, oh, Hawes, I'll put that on. And then it'll be him talking about Vision. And I go, and I've done it like 5 times where I've gone to listen.
Now, there is some talk at the beginning, about 15, 20 minutes of Will's trip to Las Vegas before we get into Visions.
I've blown through that, Hawes.
I figured.
All right, so I've got some questions. How many episodes in this series 3, are carryover, like a continuing stories? 3.
3 out of 9.
Okay. Now, I did hear you before I desperately tried to hit pause one of the times that one of the series is becoming one of the episodes is becoming a series.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that an existing one or is it a new one?
It's an existing one. So
yes.
By the time the Ninth Jedi series comes out, like next year, there will already have been 2 episodes, one from Volume 1 and one from Volume 3. Ninth Jedi was my favorite from the first volume.
Okay.
Followed closely by The Village Bride, which both get follow-ups this season.
Mine was flipped, Village Bride, and then very closely Ninth Jedi. And I was very happy they got follow-ups.
Yeah, me too.
In the app, is it clear which ones are carryover? Like, because what I want to do is like for the ones that a
You want to watch the
continuation.
first ones again?
Yeah, but I just want to watch it and then straight into it.
I can set you up with
I'll
that.
I'll just text you what the episodes
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I'll set you up immediately. That's
Okay.
easy.
Excellent.
But
All right.
I will say of the like even if you just look at Disney Plus in volume 3, 2 of the ones that are follow-ups say like the title of the first one, new title. So like in the first volume it's The Duel, and then in volume 3 it's The Duel Payback or The Ninth Jedi. Whatever the subtitle was for that one.
And I'd like to tell Mike in the chat, I have enough spreadsheets in my life. Trust me. Do not worry about that. And Catherine Neen went to the Star Wars Lego exhibition at the Melbourne Museum. Harry's been there. He had an absolute ball or a
That's
brick.
cool. When I sat down to record with you guys tonight, I found a missing Lego piece to a set that I've been
Wow.
building, so I had to finish it up real quick.
Cute.
So
nice.
Got little Chainsaw Man dog.
What is that from?
Chainsaw Man, also an anime, so it's kind of relevant.
It's coming. They have a movie coming to theaters.
It's my buddy Steve and I went to see it not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and the movie is very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I got in line for something else, but when I went to Horror Nights, Lizzie and Chris went to see the Chainsaw Man animated short thing that they had at Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they had something like that.
Yeah, so it was like I don't know if you've been to Universal, but you know the Kung Fu Panda theater where like the seats, it's like a 4D. They had a Chainsaw Man thing during Horror Nights at this year.
That's cool.
They said it was very cool. Like a little animated, like 20-ish minutes animated thing.
Now, Hawes, Zoe is a very studious and organized nerd. Wait till you get into this. This is...
Wait, I wonder if I can put the link in, and can you screen share on the stream?
I think, yeah. So Zoe mentioned that she was going to the Horror Nights at Universal.
Mm-hmm.
That's when people go there to be horrified, Hawes, at night.
Mm-hmm.
And
for Halloween.
At Universal. At night. For horror. Anyway, so she was looking forward to going to this very much. And her sister was coming. And she's just veering on the edge of serial killer with this sort of was it every hour?
It was every hour. Okay, so we were going on a Sunday night.
Here we go.
Okay.
We were going on a Sunday night. So we were going we were going on the 6th Sunday of Horror Nights. And so for the first 5 Sundays of Horror Nights in California, every hour from 5:30 p.m., which is when early access opens when we were going, to 1 a.m. because the park closes at 2 a.m. I would check all the wait times for everything on the Horror Nights app, and I logged them into a spreadsheet, and then I set it up so the spreadsheet calculated my averages, made me some graphs, and I could figure out the optimal time to go to all the stuff we wanted to go to.
See, that's smart. Now, that I could never do, like I couldn't do this. If someone said, all I need you to do is create a spreadsheet so we can figure out the optimal time to go to the haunted houses at Halloween Horror Nights, I would say, hope you guys have fun. I can't do that.
So this is, I think you have this is night 1 up there.
Ooh,
and so
they have some real good ones this year.
Oh, it was a great year. So then,
what do you mean this is night 1? Oh,
so
no. There's tabs down the bottom for more.
So each night had its own spreadsheet.
Best and worst times.
Yeah, and so that was just like my analysis of the best and worst times to go to the things we wanted to go to most. If you do averages, that's where it automatically calculated the average from my spreadsheet. So it was like, okay, at 10 p.m., Five Nights at Freddy's is average this. This is one of the graphs. Oh, so I was trying to figure out a trend because the Five Nights at Freddy's house was the one we wanted to do most. So I was trying to figure out a trend. So each of the colored lines is like Five Nights at Freddy's on different nights. And I like was trying to figure out how it trends. And then this is average. This is like it calculated automatically the average for each house at each time in the rides.
Okay. That again, I stand by saying that's awesome.
And we did everything we wanted to do, and we only
Okay,
waited
then
in
mission
waited.
accomplished.
The only long lines we had were 5 Nights at Freddy's.
I kind of figured
was the
that
only
one
long
would
line
be
we had.
the kind of the most popular.
That was that one and Terrifier were the longest lines, which I did not. I'm too chicken for Terrifier. I didn't do Terrifier.
I'm not like I love horror movies. I would love to go to Halloween horror nights, but I'm not good with jump scares. Like, so for the whole entire month of October, I was streaming horror games on my Twitch stream, and like I almost had to go to the ER. I almost had a heart attack. I got an example. I'll put it in the chat.
See, my sister's very like she's not really affected by jump scares at all. Like she was just straight face walk through, and then I'm a very like screaming, running. And then that's a problem because the scare actors, when they see that you scream and run and jump, they think that's funny and they keep getting you. So I got chased because they use real chainsaws at Horror Nights, and so I got chased by many clowns with chainsaws. They don't have the chain on it, but it is a real.
It's
chainsaw.
Loud and it. Yeah, we have a couple of haunted houses here in Birmingham. There used to be one at this place called Sloss Furnace. It's an old steel mill. Man, that's really messed that one up. And like I went one year, and the wait to just get in and go through the haunted house was like 4 hours. It was a lot.
The wait line was the most terrifying thing of all.
Well, while you're in line, they have scare actors like wandering through the line.
Oh, you can keep that. Just let me hang.
That's how Horror Nights is. They have the scare zones, and so different parts of the park is like, it's a scare zone. And so it's like this wasn't this year, but last year we went to, and Lizzie was eating, and this was mean of us, but it was me, my sister, and Lizzie's boyfriend, and we all saw a scare actor coming up behind her, and we thought it was funny, so we just did not tell her. Let him scare her.
See, they would be calling the EMTs. They'd have to break out the ambulance.
They did have something new this year, which was a no scare necklace. So it didn't count for the houses, but it was like a light up necklace you could buy. And if
I'd be
you were
covered
in a scare zone,
I would look like I was at Mardi Gras. I'd have so many of those around my neck.
So wait. You can buy a necklace to have people not scare you.
Yeah, so it's like a red light up necklace.
How much does it cost not to get scared?
I don't
Not
know.
enough.
I don't know. I didn't get it.
My god! They are. What won't they charge for?
I don't know. I remember the first time I went to Universal here, I wanted to, because like the big draw I'd heard of the Nintendo Land was playing the little games. And then I found out you needed a wristband to do them. And the wristbands are like $40 or something.
We got a wristband. The thing to do in Nintendo World is just to go to Toad's Cafe. That's where it's at.
We went. I love Toad's Cafe. It was so cute.
Let's do some Star Wars news.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is if anyone listened to the episode I was on with Corey here, this is my roundup of news since that episode. So everything since, I think that was September or late August, I think. So there are a couple of Star Wars things released since we last podcasted. So The Jaws of Jakku, which is an Audible original about Rey and Finn, set between episodes 8 and 9, came out. I listened to it. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really great looking to especially Rey's character, but even a bit of Finn's character in their relationship, like kind of in that little period there.
I like all this stuff that they're releasing, sort of for the 10th anniversary of The Force Awakens, which is bananas that it's the 10th anniversary this year. But I think it's cool that they're at least doing some stuff for that. I like that. I'm hoping that there's going to be like a surprise, maybe weekend release of The Force Awakens in the theaters or something.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Why wouldn't you want money? To show
why
it.
wouldn't you do it? Yeah.
Like for a weekend?
Yeah.
I would go.
Or even I think Revenge of the Sith, they did 2 weeks of it? it would be good. I don't feel like there's any really big Christmas releases this year.
Isn't there a new Avatar coming out?
Oh, I forgot about the new Avatar. Because I was like, Wicked comes out. I'm all Wicked mode right now. So Wicked comes out in November. But
I'm pretty pumped for Wicked.
I'm planning right now. It's one of my other spreadsheets. I'm planning a Wicked craft night with some of my friends. We're gonna make like little bracelets and stuff and watch the first movie to pregame.
Will went to see the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere when he was in Vegas, and he said it was kind of not it. He said it was not great.
That's what I heard. Because they made it. They like stretched it out and like kind of made it all weird.
AI to extend it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he and his wife also went to see Alanis Morissette at her residency, and I was hanging out with my buddy Jeff in Discord, and I was like, you know what? I wonder what her set list is. So I looked it up, and she was playing a 30-song set list. And that's when I realized that I only know 4 Alanis Morissette songs. She has a whole career I'm unfamiliar with.
She's done some great work out there.
I forget. Yeah, Jaws of Jakku. That was what I said.
Hey, can I've got a Jaws of Jakku question. So they end up at the end, they're on the Falcon with everyone, and then they're on a mission in the next film. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so Jaws of Jakku is it's actually told kind of from the perspective of like an original character to the book.
Wait. Additional question. Do they go to Jakku?
They do. And so the story is basically it's we see a little bit of Rey and Leia.
Why?
Well, so Rey and Leia are training, and Rey is getting frustrated because she's having trouble like floating, like we see her in the beginning of Rise of Skywalker.
Hey, we all have trouble with that.
Yeah, well, and so she's talking to Leia, and Leia kind of talks to her, and she's like, I feel like, your past is kind of weighing you down, and you need to reckon with that a little bit before you can keep moving forward with your training. And so Rey decides to, if she has to confront her past, she should go to where her past is, and that's Jakku for her at the moment. And so she's going to go alone, but Finn insists on going with her because they're friends. And then they just have like a fun little kind of adventure, and they meet some like cool little like new side characters, and I really liked it. It's good. I like having Scott's work a lot that he does with Star Wars, so it was really fun for him to tackle Rey for me.
Does old Unkar Plutt show up?
He's mentioned. I don't think he's really because the whole thing is told from the perspective of this like new character. It's like just for this book, and she's telling the story of when she met Rey to like, and she's like telling it to you.
How good would it be if her name was actually just for this book?
No, I don't remember. I can't remember her name right now. She's bad with names.
Just for this book.
But it's pretty early reveal. But she's talking to you like through the book first person, and you are the son of Constable Zuvio, which I thought was a pretty funny bit.
What?
Old man is back.
Yeah.
It's a very complicated narrative device.
It works, but yeah, so it's an Audible original. You can only listen to it. It's the narrator is Helen Sadler, who voices Rey in all of the Lego and the animation and anything like Forces of Destiny and all that. So like anytime it's not Daisy Ridley, it's Helen Sadler playing Rey, and so she's the one that reads the book, which is pretty kind of cool. But her Finn voice is not quite as deep as John Boyega, but she nails Rey. So
I wonder if they'll end up, because for some of those audio only books, they do end up releasing like a transcript version of it, kind of, right?
It's weird because for the audio dramas they've done that. This is the Audible original where it's like when there's like a Netflix Audible original. So it's written like a book. It's not written like a script like the Dr. Aphra and stuff. It's written like a book. But because it's Audible original, I don't know like what if like there's some kind of legal thing where Audible doesn't want them to release it written. I prefer written books, so I would like them to. But I also think they do kind of take advantage of it a little bit, because this is the, I think, 4th Audible original they've done. And 2 of them were High Republic books, and they did something interesting where like the main character, he was like in an accident, and so he speaks through like a vocoder, and he has like a droid voice, and so that's like, I feel like I thought about that more like listening to the book versus if I read it, I feel like I would have forgotten
That's cool.
about that. So it's like they take advantage of it, which is cool. But yeah. So Jaws of Jakku.
And then what's the Last Order?
Yeah, so The Last Order is by Kwame Mbalia. I'm actually still reading it. I haven't finished it. It's really good. It's about Finn and Janna. And it was a bit mismarketed, I think, because when they kind of announced it and were talking about it, it was like, this is the first post Rise of Skywalker book, and it's about Finn and Janna. And so that was like, I was like, whoa, like that's really interesting. Like I want to know what Finn and Janna get up to after that movie. And then I've been reading it, and Star Wars Explained talked about this too. And there are bits of it that are post Rise of Skywalker, and there's some really fun moments with like Poe too and Lando, at least where I'm in the book right now. But most of it is flashbacks. So it'll be like a little bit of like Finn and Janna and Poe, and then it cuts to like very long flashbacks of Finn's time as a stormtrooper and Janna's time as a stormtrooper.
Oh. So how far in the future is it? Like before it flashes back?
It seems like it's immediately after Rise of Skywalker, because they're still on Agent Kloss. They're still kind of regathering, and like after the defeat of the First Order and trying to like there's no like New Republic 2 or anything like that. Like we're not that far. It seems like it's like immediately after pretty much Rise of Skywalker.
And what are the stormtrooper bits like? That could be interesting.
So yeah, so it's really interesting. I'm like halfway-ish through the book right now. So it's a lot of Finn. It's, if you read Before the Awakening, Finn's chapter of that is some of that where it's kind of learning like what it's like to grow up as a First Order stormtrooper and be that. Finn's chapters are very much him, and he's kind of not quite like fully questioning it yet because we're not Force Awakens, but he's like, to me, I'm interpreting as he's a teenager, and so he's kind of being put on like a guard duty assignment, and he's like kind of beefing with some of the other stormtroopers and also being friends with some of the stormtroopers, and kind of it's like Finn's kind of ambitions there. And then Janna's chapters are she's like the leader of her little squad, standing by them even though they're not a very good squad from the First Order standards. And she's kind of, so where I'm at right now, she's kind of in the middle of this like big conspiracy thing happening, and we're starting to see like, because we know like obviously when and why Finn breaks away, and we're seeing the cracks with, I'm right now where I'm at, I'm seeing the cracks with Janna and learning about her story. And also that she named herself after a flower on one of the planets she was stationed at was the Janna flower.
Good old blood helmet, hey?
Yeah. The only thing is I had to get used to is because they don't have names yet, they're still troopers. The book in the flashback portions doesn't call them Finn and Janna, it calls them by their numbers. Okay. And that took some adjusting for me. I'm already terrible with names, and so like adjusting to that where everyone's a number.
Yeah, I can do Finn. But...
It took some time, but it's such a great book if you're a fan of Finn and Janna and want to learn more about them.
FN 2187?
He's 2187 because that's Leia's cell number in A New Hope.
Oh, I never knew that little link.
Yeah.
It truly is all connected.
Yeah. But yeah, so Last Order, I can't, obviously grade the whole book, but I'm really enjoying where I'm at so far, about halfway through.
Oh my God, an Oculus Quest. What's Beyond Victory?
Yeah, so Beyond Victory is a new game for the Oculus Quest 3 VR headset. It's only on the Quest 3 or the 3S. So I actually have not played it because I have a 2S, so I'm out of date. But my parents have a 3S.
Get with the times, Zoe.
My parents
I can't believe
have a
you've
3S.
got an outdated 3D headset. Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
But my parents have a 3S, so I'm going to play the game when I go home for the holidays for a bit.
I was a little bummed out by it.
Yeah.
Personally.
because it's like so for Steele, it's like a pod racing game, and so you hear that and you think,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
I'm in a pod racer, but you're not. It's like almost like a normal video game where you're like but you're looking down at the map, and it's like the map is just like in the room with you, and you're
Yeah,
guiding. That's
it's called
what I
like
Why'd I even bother putting the helmet on?
got.
well, so like the way it works is I guess it's either they call it mixed reality for this type, but there's like
Sounds like
so
it's more mixed satisfaction.
yeah, I really like the first two Star Wars VR games. I think they're very good. So I was very excited for this one. And like
Is
she
is the
said,
Vader's one part of this series? Like the whatever it was, the
yeah, Vader Immortal was the first one, and then they did Tales from Galaxy's Edge.
All of which
got
are
it.
excellent games, Vader and
hmm
Tails.
So like when you play this game, now there are story segments where you play in first person and you're like doing little quests and repairing your pod and stuff in between races. But when it comes to races, it basically, since the Quest 3 has they all have the cameras that look out, you see your room around you and it projects the race course, like almost like a big video game or like the track cars that you used to play with it, like the
Yeah.
electric track cars, and you're racing around like that. It's like that actual mechanic and the gameplay is fun, but that's not what I thought I was going to be playing in first person, pod
Yeah.
racing, and that's not what it is. So I
That's
was a little bummed about that.
Yeah. So that's called Steele. It's called augmented reality. So the virtual reality is when you're like fully in the
oh
room. Augmented reality is when it's adding stuff in the room with you. So like I think
yeah. So
when
like
if
the
you like
Mario thing at Universal,
yeah, it's kind of
which
like
I
that
I
where it's like you're
I
wearing the
didn't
visor.
like. I didn't. I was
I'm
sort of just like,
I waited when I went to Universal for the first time. I think we waited 2.5 hours for that ride because there was a long line all day, and my sister really wanted to try it. And I think I liked the queue line where you go through Bowser's Castle more than the ride, only because I wanted it to be faster. Because I was like, it's Mario Kart.
hmm
I want to be whipping
the,
around.
the queue is insane.
The
It's
queue's very cool, though. Nintendo Land's very cool in Universal. Yeah,
I'm
that's
very
Victory.
jealous.
That's Beyond Victory. I have no other anything else to offer because I haven't played it.
Yeah, like I said, it's okay. It's my least favorite of the VR games they've done so far.
Mhm.
And I think part of that is because I just thought I was going to be racing a pod racer real fast in
yeah.
first
Come
person
on.
with my little controllers and stuff. And it's kind of like a really fancy board game or car track, like I
But
said.
it's just like if you say VR headset pod racer, like you don't think you're on the side of it or anything. It's
hmm
like, "Arr!"
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
that first one, what was it called? Vader Immortal.
hmm
I played a little bit of that at a neighbor's house once, and when the Star Destroyer comes over the thing at the start or towards the start, it's like it's full on. But
Yeah, like the scale of it is wild. That's where VR really shines to me.
I yeah, I don't know how much you should have it on a day though.
I agree. I agree.
I
And
I don't think I can wear mine for more than like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I start just getting a headache. And the battery
yeah,
dies.
yeah, and you know, there was like a month and a half ago where Will and I and some other friends were doing VR every night. We got way into it for a little while there. And we were doing like this almost like Dungeons and Dragons game where you're running through and fighting skeletons and dragons and stuff like that in first person. And like we would go at it so long that when I would come out at the end of the night, I would be like, I don't know what's real anymore. What is going on? Where am I? Um, but like the Vader Immortal game, there's a part in it, like in maybe the second or third chapter, I can't remember, where you're running from a Rancor that like had a flight or fight response in me because of how big the scale of the Rancor is, and like you're running from it and stuff is very
Did you
well
like
done.
get the helmet off? Like
I've only done that like maybe once, and that's where it was spider related, and I said, nope, that's it. Taking this off, not doing this.
solid call, buddy. Solid
hmm
call.
hmm
Um all right. And then the rebuild the galaxy is Where are we with this rebuilding of the galaxy? Did one just come out?
Yes, so there was the first one that came out last year, and then the sequel came out on my birthday this past year, last month or September, not last month anymore. So yeah, it was just a sequel to the first one. I don't know if you saw it or not, or if I know Harry was a fan of the first one. You said?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he hit this one. I'm not sure.
I think you must have seen it because you texted me something about it where you're like, this whole Leia and Greedo thing is weird. And that's from the second one.
Well, that was in the first and the second.
Oh, that's right.
It was in the first. It was actually in the first more, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I've forgotten what that's about. Now I'm too scared to watch now. That
Leia and
sounds.
Greedo are like a couple.
Yeah, Leia and Greedo are married, and Han is sad because he's all alone. That's the recurring bit.
You texted me about it, buddy.
I've forgotten it. I was traumatized.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
it sounds so made up. Like it just sounds like.
I want to see what the exact text is because it's pretty. I remember thinking the text was funny.
Yeah, so this one they have Purrgil, the space whales, but instead they're giant porgs, so they're Porgil. This one also has Pirate Queen Amidala.
I would have to give that concept a big thumbs up.
Okay. There's Pirate Queen Amidala, so it's Padme, but she's a pirate queen, not a regular queen. Cassian Andor is in it, of Andor fame. K2SO. Everyone's there.
It's one of those things. If you just put it as a concept on paper and were like, "Hey, would you watch this?" I wouldn't think I would really be into it, but I actually like both series pretty well. They're fun. They're not too long. They don't overstay their welcome. It's Lego humor. There's a very specific brand of Lego humor.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's low stakes. I actually found myself really enjoying the first one to kind of my surprise, and like the second one quite a bit too.
It's no detours though. Thank God.
Oh, one day.
Catherine Neen's got a big complaint.
Yeah, not voiced by Diego Cassian.
And then you've got Lego Death Star set. This is controversial. Cost too much or something.
Yeah, so the Lego Death Star set is the most expensive Lego set. I think it also, someone said, had the most minifigures and the most bricks.
The most expensive of all time, out of anything.
Do you know how much it is?
Isn't it like $1,000 or something?
It is, yeah, it's $1,000 and some change, I think.
Wait there, I've got to find this thing.
And
what's happening with it at the moment?
I don't know. It's a big Star Wars release, so I put it on the news.
No.
But it is quite big physically. I saw one at the Lego store.
Steele, now this is one of those things that I saw where something bugged me, and for some reason, when it bugged me, I was like, "Oh, and Steele's gonna hate this."
Okay, wait there.
Because it's also the other part of the controversy besides the price is that it's not spherical. It's just like
it's almost
circle.
like just a slice.
It's like a flat circle slice.
The other side is just nothing.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, actually, sorry. I'm paging through the
minifigures.
Look how many there are.
There are a lot.
Oh, there's a little Krennic.
I do like the short stormtrooper, or the bathing suit stormtrooper as a Lego Star Wars, the video game reference.
The what? Oh wow, I didn't even notice him down there. How risque. It's so funny because of the cartoon. Like it looks like the Emperor's like laughing. Like you can almost hear him with his silly little Lego voice. Oh, that's a good photo.
So
Luke in the background.
I think it's pretty neat. Like it's not I do have some Lego, obviously, but I don't know that this would be appealing to me. It did kind of bug me a little bit that it's a mix of Death Stars.
Yeah.
Well, when I recreated the Death Star battle from A New Hope above my son's bed, I did keep it strictly all lined up, you know. Although I did put a B-wing up there that was just off camera, like a mini rig, because I had a B-wing to hang up. You know what I'm saying, Hawes? Is that okay? All right.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's just it's weird to me that it's and I like the concept. Like I do think it's neat having like all the little compartments, and it seems like if it were a Death Star playset for like action figures, it'd be very cool. Probably way more than $1,000 though, because of how much bigger it'd have to be. You know, interestingly enough, I was reading some stuff online about what people think the next HasLab is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
People are somewhat convinced it's going to be a Death Star.
That would be pretty big.
And that would, and if you think about it, the next HasLab will probably be 2027, towards the end of 2026. So it would be for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, that's true.
But no one would want a HasLab of the Death Star. Because remember when the Razor Crest blew up and they're like, oh, I've ordered this ship already. So the Death Star blew up 40 years ago.
That's true.
There'd be no demand.
You can I'm just
using common sense.
Right.
Well, they could have the N1 Starfighter. And then they could blow that up. Nano Grogu's N1 Starfighter.
Yeah, you're getting onto some sensitive topics for me there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because thinking about that N1 Starfighter, that reminds me that the Razor Crest is back, and then I just get all itchy and.
Okay, well, we can talk about something.
And want someone to design a new ship. Okay, sure.
So that was all stuff that's released since I last was here. There was also at New York Comic Con this year, Star Wars did not have any panels. I think they did drop the Mandalorian Grogu teaser at the Disney panel, but Star Wars didn't have any panels except for a Lucasfilm Publishing panel. We can talk about books and comics, which I know Steele reads all of those.
Stop outing me. Just
so
what does Horse read? I don't know. I'm not accusing him of anything.
Now listen, I have not read a Star Wars book in a hot minute. Now I do read, but I've been reading, manga and stuff before bed. I've been on a big manga kick lately, but it's been a minute since I've read a Star Wars book. I made a concerted effort to start the High Republic again, and I thought I would do it chronologically, and I made 2 or 3 books in before I got distracted by other stuff. That was last year some point when I was trying to do that.
Interesting.
It's a lot to try and read a bunch of Star Wars books back to back to back.
Yeah. And High Republic's a worth it endeavor, but a big endeavor. So the biggest announcement for New York Comic Con for me was a book about Leia and Rey and the mentorship there, and Leia training her between 8 and 9. It's a book called Legacy by Madeleine Roux. That's really all we know about it, but I'm excited for that one.
That one scares me a lot.
It scares you?
Yes, just because how I feel about episode 9. When they try to write and try to fill out bits later, I just leave it.
Yeah.
Don't pick up the dust.
I don't know. I'm excited I love Leia and I love Rey. And I do one of my favorite Star Wars books is Bloodline, which is about Leia. I've loved all the Leia books, actually.
That was a ripper. I read that one.
Bloodline's great. And then also by Claudia Gray, Leia, Princess of Alderaan is great. So anytime Leia's in a book, I'm there. And Rey hasn't really gotten too many books.
The Courtship of Princess Leia. Are you there for that?
No.
Okay.
But Rey hasn't gotten too many books where she's a big player. She wasn't really in Resistance Reborn too much. And so it's only been a couple of books where Rey's the main character. So I'm excited to get more Rey. I'm always there for more Rey as well. So it's that one. They also announced a YA romance novel called Eyes Like Stars by Ashley Poston, who apparently has written a lot of like YA romance books, and she's a great seller there. This book is about original characters, and it's set about a year and a half before The Force Awakens.
And wait, I need more information. So this is like a romance novel, yes?
Yeah, so they're selling it as a romance novel specifically. I think it's their way of jumping on the book talk YA romance boom right now.
What's book talk?
It's people on TikTok who talk about books, primarily young adult romance is big with them, not exclusively.
I went to the bookstore the other day, and there's such a big section for like fantasy young adult romance. So like, fantastical knights and wizards and stuff, but romance. I was so surprised. I took a picture to send to my buddy, and he was like, yeah, that it's huge right now.
It's huge boom in that genre, and so Star Wars is jumping on there, which is pretty cool. I've liked the it's weird when they talk about this, they kind of said like, oh, the first YA romance novel, I would put Bloodline or Crash of Fate there personally.
Lost Stars.
Lost Stars pretty good.
Or not Bloodline, Lost Stars. So yeah, but I mean, it's pretty cool. Jumping into that, I've loved all the Star Wars book romances that they've done.
So where are the characters in the world or the universe?
We don't know. All we know is it's a year and a half before the Force Awakens. They did reveal the cover, and it's a man and a woman, and the man seems to be wearing what maybe looks like a First Order uniform, and the woman is not seeming to be wearing a uniform.
All right, wait there. I'm gonna get this.
Okay. So we don't really know. They didn't really discuss details. It's just original characters, year and a half before The Force Awakens. YA romance novel.
I hate to back up to this. It took me a second to find Steele's text about Leia and Greedo. So I get a text from him that just says Leia and Greedo, and I respond, Leia and Greedo? And he goes, you know it. And I said, buddy, I think I'm missing stuff or something. And he goes, new Lego Star Wars, some freaky shit.
That sounds about on brand, I think.
That's
anyway.
funny.
Almost as good as the text you sent me this past week about System of the Down.
That was... I still think my lyrics are better. Okay.
I don't disagree.
Do you want to explain this one to Zoe?
So I'm sitting at work last week, and Steele has, he likes to joke with me about my taste in music sometimes. He's far from the only one in my life, and
taste in music.
Oh, get out!
No, I'm just teasing him because he just easy money.
He sends me a text message where he says, hey, I'm out at a shop and I hear this System of the Down song, and it gave me flashbacks to dancing in clubs or something to that effect. And he said, desire. And I'm not the dude where if one of my good friends texts me and about a band I'm into and gets the name wrong by one word, I'm going to be like, actually, sir.
But here we are. Here we are.
I didn't do it, though. I didn't do it. Or correct him on the lyrics, because I knew which song he was talking about. And then, like, later I get a text where he's like, oh, I got the lyrics wrong. It's actually Disorder. And then, like, a day or two later, he tells me that he tells Jackie about it, and she's the one that tells him that he got the name of the band wrong, not me. One word though.
She's very eager. She's not she would never miss such an opportunity. But I still think it's better. Like, do you know this band, Zoe?
I'm not very familiar. I mean, I know
of them. That's totally fine.
Because they got this lyric, and it's like...
He said, okay.
It's like, disorder. But for 20 years, because I only used to hear it in this one nightclub, I thought it was desire. And I still think it's a better lyric, but whatever.
he said, "Oh my God, the shop was playing System of the Down, Desire, and I got some pretty wild late night nightclub flashbacks. It's pretty catchy." And I said, "Yeah, it is. They're new metal royalty." And then I have to correct the record here because I did gently poke him in the right direction. I said, "Desire was the name of the song?" And he says, "Oh, they're saying disorder, not desire, in tears." So
I thought it was that for so yeah. Anyways, I found that
Yes. So that's over. It is interesting because I think even though Lost Stars, like they talked about it as a romance novel, it never said like a Star Wars romance novel like this one does on the
no.
bottom.
And
So
if you
I
look
wonder
at,
if this will
like,
be like a thing where we're just getting a bunch of Star Wars romance novels, which
I
I'm there
think it
for.
could be. Plus, if you look at the cover of Lost Stars, it doesn't look like a romance novel, even though it certainly is. You know?
Not like this one is a very like very book talk. Like if you took the TIE fighters out of the corner, I would just be like, oh yeah, that's in the fantasy. Put that on the fantasy shelf. So
from this, you'd have to like it must be in the outer rim or because the First Order's like hidden before this.
yeah. So yeah, we don't know what they're doing. They're somewhat hidden. The New Republic knows about them. They just don't see them as a threat at this point still. And so yeah, but I don't know. That's all they said was the
And
cover.
that's next year that's supposed to come out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything I'm talking about here under the publishing panel is not out yet.
Okay.
Most of it I think is coming out within the next year, if not within this year. So there's the Y romance novel.
Oh, and so people got really snooty about that book, yeah.
Some people did. I mean, that's anything. Anything they announce Star Wars, some people are going to get snooty about it. So
yeah, but
some people sometimes name Steele Saunders. So
no, I'm not going to read it, but I think it's sick. Like, and the fact that it annoys other people makes it like so sick. Where'd Hawes go? Is he okay?
He's I don't know what the problem is. This is not the first romance novel Star Wars has done. This is the first time they've like really pushed it in the marketing in this like book talk way, but you know, it's just hopping on, you know, the train, and that's, you know, if it's going to bring more people to read it, I think
it makes sense that they would try to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Like it's like, don't read the Golden Book version of Return of the Jedi. Like it's just don't if it's not your thing.
Yeah.
I've read the Golden Book version of Return of the Jedi, and it is a banger. Oh. The Ignite the Green, so good over the Sarlacc.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that book. They also announced The Art of the Mandalorian and Grogu by Phil Szostak. And it will also include season 3 of The Mandalorian, and then it said, and moments from Book of Boba Fett. Which I assume
will any of the sorry Zoe, I just have to.
It's okay.
Will any of the art from the Book of Boba Fett feature Boba Fett?
No, I think because there already is an Art of Book of Boba Fett book. I'm pretty sure there's already a Book of Boba Fett book, so I think when they see moments from it is the Din Djarin parts of it.
Sorry, I'm just hard trolling Hawes. I could barely breathe. It was so good. Oh.
I saw it coming. I saw it coming from a mile away.
I'm pretty sure.
Zoe, does it feature this art?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Because let me tell you, that is art. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. So Mando Grogu. So they're lumping in season 3, and then his parts of Boba Fett into that art book. Yeah, I don't have more to say about that. That's cool. I like the art books because it's part art book and part like look into the creative process. Like you look at the Art of the Acolyte, there was like really interesting stuff written about how they were approached, like Khmer, for example, and like his design and all the different ideas they had as the story developed. And so as cool as the art is, like that's always really interesting to me too. So always fun to see that for everything. But
The art
obviously,
books are sick. I love that they're all like they make a set because I've been
Mhm.
getting them since they've been bringing them back out, and they're all very good. I think I'm waiting on my Art of the Acolyte, but I'll be tearing through that when that one comes in.
yeah. So that's cool that one. A couple other art books, but this is just I have these in the order that StarWars.com put them in. So you were talking about manga. They actually are doing a Star Wars manga called Tsukimo by Ichi Shimizu and Tomohiro Shimaguchi. And this is because a lot of the other mangas Star Wars has done have been adaptations of books, or so they did some manga adaptations of some of the Visions shorts. This is an original manga under Visions, so it's like not canon, it's under Visions. It's from the creators of the Ultraman manga. It's about a Jedi after Order 66 that accompanies a pair of droids to an alleged droids paradise while being pursued by the Empire. And that was the blurb that we got.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I haven't really read many of the adaptation of the Star Wars manga, but I did read the High Republic manga, and it was really solid. There's like 6 of those, and they're very good.
Yeah. And yeah, those are like canon. So this is his first like original Visions manga, which will be really fun.
First, I must say that your diction on all these names is.
I'm trying my best.
No,
I'm trying my best.
Because I was like, you're going through it, and I was like thinking, oh, if I was doing it, I just like, oh yeah, we can just skip this news item.
My show would come to a grinding halt while I fumbled my way through.
No one needs to know about this. It's all good. It's all good. But my main Star Wars manga, I'm gonna get my pronunciation right on. Is in the Star Wars one. Remember they brought out that maybe in the late 90s or something?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the little snippets of like bonus footage was the stormtroopers stopping the sand crawler.
Yep.
Looking for the droids, like that they obviously, bang, bang, didn't end up well. And I was fascinated. It happened at night. There was I think there was only like one picture of it, and I was always like, "Oh wow, it happened at night." I never thought about it. Like,
I think it was this past month they did a Kickstarter. I want to say Dark Horse did it for that manga for art books, where like basically the art book reproduces every panel in big size, like the manga artwork. Really fancy set. The original artist is doing signed copies and stuff. Is very cool.
Oh, so he painted it like way bigger.
Well, so I think it's so like a lot of times what they'll do, because the mangas are like a digest size.
Yeah.
If they put out like a fancy edition of it, they will blow it up. I have some hardback manga that's a little bigger.
Right? So it'll just be a bigger version of the book.
Yeah, and it's also going to be kind of like the other Star Wars art books where there's like behind the scenes and all the art from the panels. It's very neat. They were super expensive too, the books to kickstart them. But I thought it was pretty cool.
Dope.
Yeah. Also, while we're talking about Star Wars manga, I always recommend the Rebels manga to everyone. It's very cute, and they add like same thing. Like they add like little moments. Very cute.
I've seen that one when I've been shopping for them.
Yes. So that they announced that manga. They also announced, this is more comics here. They announced a comic miniseries by George Mann, who I love his Star Wars work. Everyone should read Myths and Fables by him. It's so good. But they announced a new High Republic comic miniseries. It's called High Republic Adventures Pathfinders, which is about a new Pathfinder team investigating the mysterious death of a Jedi Master. So I like the idea of Pathfinders is like a really fun part of the High Republic to me. The Pathfinder were like almost like it was like kind of like a Wild West kind of thing where they're going out into the galaxy like as people are expanding into the Outer Rim and like discovering parts of it and like introducing themselves to the people there. And I feel like the High Republic Phase 2 was very much not focused on that aspect of the storyline. Like, that was just kind of there. And so I'm excited to see they're like kind of getting into Pathfinders, and because I think that's such a great premise for like a show, just like have a Pathfinders show.
What was it? There was like a lady that was in a bathtub or something that could, or am I confusing that with Battlestar Galactica?
No, you're right. So yeah, she's not a Pathfinder.
But she could work out all the hyperspace.
Yes. So she was finding hyperspace paths, but Pathfinders were something different than that. But you are right about her, Mary Senteca. She could
Hey, she might have been finding paths, but don't call her a Pathfinder. Whatever you do.
Basically, because the Pathfinders were like teams. It's usually like a Jedi or two, and then like a Republic pilot and like a little team.
Yeah, gotcha.
That would like go explore, and like meet people and like introduce them and be like, hey, you want to join the Republic?
It sounds like Charlton Heston in Planet of the Apes. It's getting out there.
Yeah, I guess.
No, that's just what I've always pictured, because it's like ye olde and
yeah. But yeah, so I'm excited for more Pathfinders, little murder mystery, and I just love the High Republic like as in like an era in Star Wars. So even though like the High Republic like initiative in the main storyline is over, I'm really glad that they're still playing around with it.
Yeah, I think it's cool that there's even though like they finished the big overarching story, like it's clear that it's popular enough for them to do other stories set in that time period, right? I think that's cool, that because that'll just make it grow and grow, just like the old Republic stuff did back in the day. So
I just wish all those books were animation.
Anime specifically.
Ooh.
Let's do that.
A High Republic anime would be pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Isn't there one of the shorts in the first volume of Visions, I believe, is set during that era? The Elder, isn't that High Republic era?
Oh yeah, I don't think they like said it was, but it like fits very well. Like you can put it in there. But yeah. But I mean, I'm a big Jedi fan, so like I love when you can have a bunch of Jedi running around versus like I mean I of course love the like Empire and that part of storytelling, but you're pretty limited Jedi wise.
Yeah, that's why like back in the day I was so drawn to like Knights of the Old Republic and Tales of the Jedi, right? It's because there's a ton of Jedi and Sith, which was kind of neat too.
Tales of the Jedi.
Ooh.
That's the stuff.
That's a good one.
Now, I have, not a big fan of Marvel Star Wars.
I see what you highlight or what you have marked on the notes right now.
But like with this one, I'm glad it's there, because like I'm happy for it to happen, but just let the people know, Zoe.
Yeah, so they announced a comic one-shot. So it's just a single issue comic book. But it's about Kelleran Beck, who, if you remember, was played by Ahmed Best, the Jedi that rescues Grogu in The Mandalorian. And it's Kelleran Beck teaming up with Jar Jar Binks, also played by Ahmed Best. So it's written by Ahmed Best is a co-writer on it, with Mark Guggenheim, and they team up, and that's really all we know about it. But I'm quite excited. I think that's very fun and silly, and I love silly.
I'm not such a big fan of silly myself. But anyway, I just I know that there's going to be some punny banter, like some winky.
It's gonna be mostly, no, I won't say mostly, but it's gonna be a lot of that.
And that's why I'm happy it's in the comics, because I hate Winky. I'm sick of Winky.
Okay.
Like when Jack Black and Lizzo, that was just so like the way that what's her name looked at the Mandalorian. It was so like, wink. Like, you've met plenty of crazy people. You're not looking you're shocked because it's Jack Black and Lizzo. That's the face. It's like in that Spider-Man. No, what? Yeah, the Spider-Man. When the one character comes into it, and they got him to pause to make space for the audience to clap in the cinema. But now when you watch it, it like plays really weirdly. The guy, the blind guy, the lawyer.
Charlie Cox as
Yeah,
Daredevil.
yeah.
Daredevil, yeah. He's a really good lawyer.
Very good lawyer.
Yeah.
So Keller and Beck and Jar Jar team up from Marvel Comics. And then we also have a couple more like
wait. Can I ask a question about that? So I've sorted it out. I just have to sort out the timeline of when Grogu gets taken from the...
Oh, yeah, this would be certainly before Grogu.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I would assume. My assumption was that it was like during the Clone Wars-ish, because that's when Jar Jar is like a representative and Ahmed Best is a Jedi Knight running around, so that would make sense.
But what if...
It could be post-Order 66.
But what if, when he escapes with Grogu onto the Naboo ship, that's where the comic cuts in.
Oh, and then Jar Jar can appear in The Mandalorian and Grogu.
He's on the Jar Jar's pilot in the ship.
Yeah.
No. I'm not... Because
it wasn't Naboo. It was a Naboo ship that Keller and Beck pulled up to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not anti-Jar Jar. I'm anti-Wink.
I know you're not.
Anti-Wink.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Oh, yes.
We solved it.
Not like this.
That's beautiful. Oh, my stars.
It.
All right. The Mandalorian Visual Guide. That's like one of the old...
visual dictionaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, this is his...
And this is fascinating because this was canceled at one point. Like, they announced one back, I want to say, after season 1. Mm-hmm. And then before season 2 came out, they were like, the dictionaries, things changed, so the dictionary changed.
Well, I feel like no one remembers this. There was going to be the Mandalorian novel. Mm-hmm. After season 1 came out, they announced the Mandalorian novel, and that also got canceled.
Yep.
Wasn't it meant to be a video game as well?
That was very early development. But yeah, there was a company working on a Mandalorian video game that got canceled, yeah.
And weren't they meant to put out like a satisfying third season? Sorry, I just had to.
Yeah, but the Mandalorian Visual Guide. So I'm excited because there's so many characters in the Mandalorian that don't have names.
Yeah.
And usually the visual guide is where we get names for characters. So I'm looking forward to learning some people's names. Hopefully.
So are these the format of like the Phantom Menace?
Where it's like the pages and the notations.
It has like a picture, like the Rogue one is like a picture of Cassian, and then it points at him, and it's like
But there's they came out in a big size, and you could get like the cross sections,
mm-hmm.
and then all the arrows. Oh man! When the Phantom Menace came out, and they'd released the original trilogy versions of those, and the Phantom Menace, like. Everyone had those 4 books. They were so good.
You remember the cross section on how the N1 starfighter works when a droid goes in?
Dude, why are you bringing this up?
Detaches its head and then moves
terrible.
it up.
It's terrible. It's Lucas with his droid pilots, co-pilots in the prequels. He's lost his mind. Like he's defying space, and what is it? Like, where's the bottom of like those droids in Attack of the Clones? They're nowhere to be found.
What do you mean? Oh, in the wings of
yeah.
The Jedi, both Jedi starfighters don't make any sense with the droid interface, except for the fact that they go down in there and they get disassembled piece by piece, so it's just their little head sticking out.
But the way the head that that haunts me, Hawes. You've really struck a nerve. That little
Okay, it's a little
oh, I
payback for
hate
Boba.
it. I hate it. That coiled neck, and then
Mhm.
so R2's bottom is down the bottom, and then it extends like mecha neck,
Yeah.
and just make it go. Why? Don't know. Like there can only be so much stuff in the little guy. Give him some space. Oh, actually, Hawes texted me about this today, actually.
Oh, the Lucas Boo Boo.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what's going on with those Labubu's, but I feel like we just survived. Like my concern was when Halloween hit, all their eyes would light up and they'd come for us or something.
Oh, there's one. There's a Labubu.
Oh wow, why is it so angry?
It's not angry. It's smiling.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
And you know what's? They're blind boxes, Steele, and there's rare ones.
Oh,
Now,
no.
can you imagine if that was like blind box Final Fantasy or Boba Fett for me? I'd have so many Boba Fett Labubus. I'd be like, hey, I've got 6 of these. Do you want one? I have so many of this one type. I've been chasing the rare one.
All right, and then there's Industrial Light and Magic 50 Years of Innovation.
Yes, so that's a book about the history kind of and the art and everything that Industrial Light and Magic have done over the past 50 years. They showed a couple of like pictures, like some of the art in there, and like about like how they did things, which looks pretty cool. I liked Light and Magic, the documentary, so I'm sure the book will be very awesome as well, like more in depth than the documentary probably. We also have The Art of Andor, also by Phil Sostak.
So he's pumping out 2 of these books.
Mhm.
Jesus, Phil.
Yeah. So The Art of Andor, which I'm really excited for. I feel like Andor has been a show that's like very upfront about the creative process. Like Tony Gilroy would talk a lot about it. They did that zine, which was super cool. And so I'm really excited to get like even more of that, and also just all the amazing concept art because it's both seasons in one book for The Art of Andor.
And then Doug Chang, the Cinematic Legacy Volume 1 and the Star Wars Legacy Volume 2.
Yeah, so books about Doug Chang and his work. So the Cinematic Legacy is his early. My understanding was that it's his earlier career and his non-Star Wars work, and then the Star Wars Legacy is the second volume, and that's like specifically just what he's done on Star Wars. And the last one is another art book. It's The Art of the Acolyte by Kristen Baver, which gets they've like released a bunch of like the pages of it. They showed a lot of them at the panel, and then we're getting like the full book coming soon. I think this one got delayed a little bit, but very excited for The Art of the Acolyte.
The good old stranger, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't one of the pages talking about how they had something about the way they designed his helmet was supposed to be sort of a hint that he was going to be maybe the person that started the Knights of Ren?
Yeah, well, I think
like
I think they just straight up said like, the plan was for him to be the original Knight of Ren. They were designing him to like evoke that.
And they did the music cue and stuff in the episode as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's all my news on Star Wars.
But the most exciting news, Zoe, was this Adam Driver business. I had a page open. Oh, here we go. Where do you stand on Benjamin Solo, Zoe?
He's not a character that really resonated me or that I ever really cared about. So like the thing for this news for me when it came out was less like a lot of people really disappointed specifically about like they wanted him to come back. I don't care for him. like I don't care really either way if he comes back or not. Like that's something I need or feel like I would really get much out of as a story. But the disappointing part to me was like, man, Steven Soderbergh pitched you a Star Wars movie and you said no, or not Lucasfilm, Disney said no. Like that's kind of a bummer. But the particular, like the specifics of the project weren't like the draw for me. It was more that part of it.
So yeah, I for those that where was he talking about this? Why was he talking about
I think
this?
it was Hollywood Reporter that dropped it, or maybe Variety.
It was shared in an AP interview with Driver. And yeah, he'd come up with this idea to do the hunt for Ben Solo. And he said it was one of the coolest effing scripts I've ever been a part of. And Driver felt there was unfinished business for Kylo Ren after the events of his trilogy and merging with the Force death to save Rey. Kathleen Kennedy and crew liked it. And then Bob Iger said no. For the best reason. Like, the best reason. Like, you know how it's like poetry, it rhymes? Like, Ben Solo died in the movie where they said somehow Palpatine returned. And then they read it and go, I don't see how Ben Solo could be alive. Like, you cannot write humor like that. That is so delicious.
Yeah. I will say, like, devil's advocate, do you think the fact that everyone mocked somehow Palpatine returned played a role in that switch for him and characters coming back?
I just like the idea of Bob Iger being in a meeting where he's just read a script from Steven Soderbergh and he's like talking to his assistant and they're like, "Sir, do you remember the memes? The somehow Palpatine return memes? We can't do that again."
But I don't know. This it's like you've got like Adam Driver, one of the biggest movie stars, super, like, out of all the characters, I think most, like, it'd have to be one of them, like one of the characters that the most people like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, oh, Kylo Ren. And the Ben Solo bit was just, like, the way he did that. And to give up having him wanting, like, coming to you with the idea.
That's the weird part to me because...
No, it's... Oh, go. Sorry, Hawes.
I was going to say, he was always the guy I figured would, like, just not ever be interested in doing it again, right? That was always my assumption. But nope.
It's... They just don't understand that part of the fan base. Like, the softer side. Like, do you know what I mean? Like with the Acolyte and... I don't know. Even when like with Hasbro and that, the figures they bring out, it's like, how have you not brought out a Ben Solo yet?
That is weird.
Like,
That's odd.
You know, like they've got so with this Ben Solo movie, yeah. So Iger said he couldn't work it out. He just maybe Poe Dameron could have said somehow and then gone like this afterwards just to emphasize how crazy it is. And like I sort of think they were so short-sighted with that last film. One, to like, why do corporations trick themselves? Like, they try to trick us into saying this is the last one. But it's like they fall for it more than we do. And then they do stuff like killing Adam Driver because they're like, well, it's the last one. And it's like, But it's not. It never is.
No,
Like, how do you not get this?
they're literally working on the next 3, I'm convinced, right? So yeah, it was not the last one.
But yeah, so just to kill him anyway was like leave his, like, it would have been sick if it was left as a mystery where he is, and then you go on a hunt. Hey,
I hope this script leaks one day. I have to know, or more information comes out. I gotta know what was going on with that script, like what the idea was and stuff.
and they ran a I can't remember what the exact flag was, but they did run a plane, one of those old school planes with the message out the back, which is, I don't know, pretty funny.
I think there might have also been a billboard that might have been
in Times Square.
Yeah.
I think they did the same thing for the Acolyte for like a day. One of the electronic ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Listen, if you're going to raise money and get a billboard up in Times Square, please don't use Star Jedi as your font. The R looks like it's from Star Trek. There's like an established Star Wars R, and you type it out and it looks like Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's just, come on. It looked like some like website from 1993. Like, they even have websites then? Well, they would have looked this bad. So just get your fonts in order. Like, how do you... What? It's Times Square. All right. Well, just me. But I did see someone like proposing to go there to protest, and I'm like, yeah, maybe just chill on that one. Just
yeah.
Just like, run your plane, have some fun.
What do you think the guy that owns that skywriting plane with the banner is like? Because when he's setting it all up on the farm before he takes off.
I don't know, because I never see him. Oh no, they do fly along the beach in LA.
They do that at the beach here in Alabama. There's tons of those flying around. It's always for like restaurants and stuff.
Even here, they circle. The past week, especially, I've noticed them circling like a part of the 110 with like ads when I'm like driving home from work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whenever I see him at the beach, it just reminds me of Jaws, and I begin to worry about sharks.
That's fair.
So yeah, apparently all the non-disclosure agreements have ended, and he can talk about it now. And Soderbergh said it was the best film he ever watched in his head, or something. That's and like it's so out of the blue. Do you know what I mean? Because you said that's the person that you thought like what's his name? Oscar Isaac. He's just saying all the right stuff to get the big check.
I'm telling you right now, he's looking at property.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in Starfighter.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's out there looking at new houses.
When it comes to Oscar Isaac and what he says, don't hate the player, hate the game. But and just to give that up, and also because it's like they had such a definite idea. I think with the Mandalorian and Grogu, it's not like it wasn't sparked off this grand idea. It was like, we have to make a movie. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you mean the actual movie, not like the yeah.
Like the actual idea, like the actual plot for the movie is not really sparked. but this is what I've come to the conclusion of. I've thought this for a little while. Bob Iger. No one has made more money off Star Wars while doing more damage to it. I've got a list of offenses here if you'd care to hear me out.
Okay. Whew. Do I need another soda? No, I'm good. I'm good.
So, okay, first up, right? This is where bringing out the films every 2 years. Are you mental? George Lucas could only bring them out every 3 years, and he's George Lucas. Like, because that's him pushing for it to go out. Like, Kathleen Kennedy wouldn't want it to come out that often. And to write the film before you've released the last one, that's why that's one crime. So just milking it. You've got to give normal people the same amount of time that George Lucas gave himself. Hawes, your thoughts on this?
I mean, I don't think you're wrong, but I really like getting Star Wars that often. So that's where I'm torn, you know? Like, I like both of the extra movies we got in between the trilogies. Right?
No, it's not no. This is not, I'm not saying the extra films between the trilogies are great. It's making the trilogy and you've
in every 2 years.
Yeah, and you've written the next one. Like Rian Johnson wrote the next one, and The Force Awakens wasn't even out in the cinemas yet.
Right.
And then after, Trevorrow got done with, then it's like, we've got a race to bring out, like, we've got to conclude 9 films. We better hurry.
Right, yeah.
So that's one. Putting Solo not at Christmas up against Endgame or whatever, bringing it out like 5 months after
The Last Jedi.
Yep. Another one, because he wanted to see if he could get 2 in a year. He wanted to do the Marvel thing where you just like, and that's what he does. Because this is what these executives do. They go, or CEOs, they go, oh, let's go super hard this way. Like, oh, let's try to bring out as many movies as we can. And then it's like, well, we've got some fatigue. So we've got to
pull back.
But then, like, everyone watching is just like, yeah, we knew that already. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when Solo was coming out that close after The Last Jedi, like, everyone that was a fan was like, yeah, that's not a good idea.
No.
Because we needed the, like a Star Wars film is meant to be like something that you look forward to all year. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like Halley's Comet, or it was. And it was like during the Disney era, up until they just, like, I remember going to the premiere and it's like going, I'm not even ready. Like, I'm still debating.
Right.
But that took a while to die down anyway. So all right. Putting everything on streaming and then going, that actually doesn't make money. Let's go the other way. Him. No second thing of the Acolyte, which is just like so just why are you, like, you had all these people watching it and you're just going to let them go? Like, so you've got all these satisfied customers that watched up to the finale and you're going to go, hey, you know how there's people that didn't like it and they're dissatisfied. Now you're with them. So it's like 100% dissatisfaction.
Right.
Unless you're a sycophant that just likes to hear about things getting cancelled that other people like. Green lighting the most boring idea for a film ever. I'll say no more. The fourth series of The Mandalorian is not an exciting idea for a movie.
I see.
No Ben Solo, giant star, maybe the best feature film Star Wars actor ever. Passionate fan base. They're my points at the end.
Can I ask you something, buddy? How long did you spend whipping this up? You know what I mean? Was
no,
it
just
something
this-
that you would step away from and then you'd be like making dinner and be like, those mother, hold on, I'll be right back. You passionate fan base. You know what I mean?
I love the Notes app on the
Mm.
on the Apple Corporation's
I like
iPhone.
that too.
And I have many active notes going at all times. So yeah, but it's just that push for, like, this is why George Lucas was sick, because he was just like, the Clone Wars cost too much. Yeah, let's keep making this be good.
That
and like
show was very expensive too.
and you know, now with Disney, they don't have the it'll be good. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like canceling the Acolytes is so. I'm bouncing all around now, but I'm just I think I've made my case.
I think so.
But honestly, no, try and do the films quicker than George Lucas could. Who made it up? Like it just didn't value the depth, like the like when you go look. Oh, and you know, Andor was a mistake because their buddy comedy show didn't work out, and then Gilroy struts in again and says, how about I make something awesome? But so yeah. Say what were we gonna say, Hawes?
I had it and then it's not here anymore.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll circle back around.
Just one more thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's more plausible in the Star Wars universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ben Solo coming back, like one part of this poorly thought out dyad, or that giant chunk of the Death Star landing on that planet. What's more plausible?
Or Darth Maul getting cut in half.
That's just painful. I don't like to think about it because I just like I am quite a fond eater, and it just makes me feel congested. Like I think that's why I don't like his cartoons and stuff, because it does, when I think about it, he does make me feel like, like just congested. Like, so no buys. Hey kids, stay in one piece.
It's going to be really interesting because we went from so much Star Wars content in theaters kind of immediately into so much content on streaming, but none in theaters, right? And now they're pulling way back further on the streaming. So like next year, there's going to be the Darth Maul show, Ahsoka Season 2, and The Ninth Jedi. That's what we know so far. And that's probably it, right? And then what's after that, right? There seems to be any word of like other TV. Is it a wait and see how Ahsoka Season 2 does? Like, what's going on with live action stuff on Star Wars? There doesn't seem to be a lot of movement, seemingly.
Yeah, it might even be going like, it might even also be like waiting to see how that movie does as well.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that's true.
Yeah, times have sure changed when Kathleen Kennedy's logging on and there's bloody logos flying all around her head, and you know what's going on.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well,
where are those droid tails?
Droid tails, Lando, a few other things. But it doesn't seem like there's going to be a Skeleton Crew Season 2. I think we'd know that by now, right? It's been close to a year since it started. Was it this?
Almost a year. It was last December it started.
Yeah, so I think we would know if there was going to be more of that, right?
I loved it,
Mm-hmm.
but just leave it lie.
Yeah.
What more?
I think when the kids get a little older, there could be some interesting things in them like reintegrating At-Atten into the galaxy and what that looks like. Like I don't know, I think it needs a season 2, but I think, with the right care, a story is there for sure.
See,
Yeah.
I would be interested in that Adden integrating, but I don't know. There's something about it. I just don't think they're willing to tackle the nitty gritty of all how that went down. I don't know.
Yeah. It seems like one of those things where if depending on how long it would take them to make a
But
hypothetical season
things
two,
like
they,
did the Emperor know that planet was like do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know that they're going to get into all that.
yeah, but that's the things I want to know, Horse.
Right. And I'm
Maybe a
agreeing
book.
with you.
That's where that stuff is, Steele. It's in the books.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
is.
which book? Hey?
Well, not that specifically, but like
Exactly.
like in general, like the nitty gritty stuff's more in the books.
No, but that's like that shouldn't be the nitty gritty. Like Andor's the nitty gritty. It's the best. They like it's like a novel.
That's fair. That's fair. I think Andor's awesome as well. Yeah, I agree. But we know we're not getting more Andor, right? Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Why can't we get some rebellion?
I'm holding out hope that they do, like, try to work with him again in some way. I know he said he was finished, but again, Oscar Isaac said he wouldn't be in another Star Wars unless he needs a new house. And I saw him scrolling Zillow the other day on Instagram.
Well,
I mean, I think Tony Gilroy could absolutely come back. I think he needs a couple of years because I know Andor was like really intense for everyone.
Yeah, well, I
and
mean,
so I think like give him a break, and we'll
it would
see.
take a while for him to develop something too, right? Like,
yeah.
When you look at when we got Andor announced and how long it was between it being announced and 2 seasons being done, it was quite a while, right?
And when you listen to those, like they did a lot of writers podcasts with various writers on different shows, and the amount of just work they put in on each script and like with the writers room and just really like that's why it's so good, because they just squeezed it into a diamond. That's quite a sound effect, wasn't it?
That was good.
All right. All right, guys. I think we've covered a lot of ground, and we'll see how share prices in the Disney Corporation go after my
your announcement here today.
Yeah, and
buy the dip.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I think we're in for some sort of interesting Star Wars stuff from like a watching how it goes, like because
I think I don't know. I feel like they're in a time of almost reevaluation, and I think I'm like okay with that in a weird way. Like I think I'm fine with, as much as I want more Star Wars all the time, I think I'm fine with like almost like a little break as they just kind of recalibrate and make some big decisions about what they want this to look like moving forward.
Yeah.
And that balance of streaming, and I'm okay with that. And I also think like, it'll be a little sad to not have the influx of Star Wars we're used to for a while, but I think that'll just make it more exciting when it does come back and we get more things again. Because that's one thing. Like, I think as much as I've loved, really, like all of the streaming stuff that they've done is about like there was especially a little while where there was just so much of it. It was still exciting, but it was like, oh, another Star Wars show this month. And like the last one finished 2 months ago, now we got another one. And I think like that, like when you look at we had Rebels, but like when you look at when we had like the sequel trilogy coming out, it was like it was every year, which is a lot for a new movie, but it was like it was an event and it was a big deal and you were counting down the days to it. And I feel like as much as I'm still excited every time there's new Star Wars, it's like you're a bit more used to it. And
that's definitely true for sure.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I start to feel a little more excited about Mandalorian and Grogu the closer it gets, right? Like, because I know I'm going to start getting excited that I'm going to see a new Star Wars movie. I hope I get a little more excited because I'm looking forward to it, but it's not in the same way of like looking forward to The Force Awakens or Rogue
Yeah.
One, like for sure.
I feel like because we only have the one teaser, I feel like after the holiday, like during and after the holidays, is when the big marketing push is going to be for that.
Yeah,
movie.
and I hope the next teaser or trailer or whatever we get gives us a little bit better idea, because the first one's pretty underwhelming. It's just
it was also
glamour
just like
shots.
no like plot, like I don't
Yeah,
really
exactly.
have,
Zero
and I'm like kind of
plot.
fine with that this far out from it. Like I'm okay with just vibes. We're still, I have a countdown on my phone. We're still 6 months away. But as we get closer to it, I do want to like who's the bad guy? Like what are we?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this and that? And so I'm interested in learning that. But I think I'm also just excited for Star Wars marketing again, because I feel like they haven't. I mean, they've obviously marketed things, but nothing's been marketed like
Not a movie
when the movies are
style
coming
market.
out.
Yeah, I'm
So
interested in that as well. Like
more Denny's.
I'll probably skip the Denny's.
Or they could do like they have wicked margaritas right now, so they could do like a Grogu margarita.
There you go. Yep.
Well, we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of a year of perfect marketing. They could do no wrong.
Oh, The Force Awakens marketing. Oh my goodness. Dude, I watched football to see that one trailer.
Oh, that guy. What was his name?
I can't remember, but he's like
Treadwell or something.
Here with us today we have a character named Kylo Ren and a character named First Order Trooper, is how he addressed the guy standing there in the First Order outfit. And a character named First Order Trooper, he said.
What a champ.
Yep.
Oh, I should point out about my my case against Bob Iger.
Yes.
And also, it doesn't matter if it was him or not, because if it's not him, it's just someone else making. Because that's what corporations they buy stuff and then they slowly ruin it because.
I think it was
money.
all him. Looking at the timeline of it, like when they started talking about, because Adam Driver was like, we started working on it in this month of this year.
No. I mean, like, if he wasn't working there, it'd just be another person.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like, so, attuned to money, like that.
Yeah.
They would have made the same bad decisions. But doing those, that trilogy so close together. Come on. Why? Anyway, Zoe, do you have any ongoing podcast activities at the moment?
Yeah, so Lizzie and I, we just recorded our Star Wars Visions chatting. I know. It's hard to nail Lizzie down for a podcast. We did our Star Wars Visions chatting, so you can actually just today, the first episode on the first, talk about the first 4 episodes, or first 4 or 5 episodes of Visions. We're gonna talk about the second half of the volume next week. So stay tuned for that.
Well, once I watch them on Thursday, then I'll be able to listen to your podcast.
Okay.
So until then,
I'm super excited to see what you and your team created.
Oh, that Star Wars hotel. I'm surprised that Star Wars hotel wasn't in your list there, buddy.
No, it's I don't care. Like, I just want the movies and the I want the live action to be.
Yeah,
that's mine. I was watching this show just to jump in. It's a Vice show called Abandoned, and it's hosted by a pro skater, Rick McCrank, who's a delightful man from Vancouver, Canada. And whenever the credits come on, when it restarts to the next episode, and he goes to like abandoned cities and and like towns and that. I always like in the opening credits expect to see out the front of the Star Wars hotel. And then like a camera going down the hallway with all graffiti and things smashed and
oh man, that Star Wars hotel.
But that's the sort of thing. It's just like anyone could told you that was not going to work out. Like, but you do you, Bob. You do you. Hawes, the Blue Harvest podcast.
Yes, sir. Every Friday.
Wow.
I love him so much.
I know you do, buddy.
I think was it Corey that saw him at Disneyland? He had like a security detail and stuff.
Oh, maybe. That's a classic Corey story right there.
He's got a couple. All right. Well, I definitely think, especially for Hawes, this episode's gone on
long enough.
Hawes is almost about to hit 2 a.m. So thanks so much, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
And may that force be with you. So again, giant star, maybe the best feature film Star Wars actor ever. Passionate fan base.
Passionate fan base.
Case closed.